You've already interrogated your character, or yourself, with 222 questions. And if you haven't, you can. There's a video for that. Now, my friend, it is time for fun and games. 4 exercises that show off how your characters think, respond, feel, and behave. We will hone in on how they judge conflict in the first exercise. In the second, we are going to expose what they choose to perceive. Then we're going to activate the 5 senses and strip them away. During a stint in solitary confinement, if you're not currently developing a character, you can still participate in this experience as yourself. But if you are participating as your character, remember, it is best to participate as your character and answer as them in their unique voice, not yours, and not what you think they'd say. Be them, answer as them, get into it. And another hot tip for you. Write down the responses to each exercise. This will open new doors for you and likely change how you portray your characters. So let's get into it. Our first game exposes how your character would judge real-life conflict. Am I the asshole? That's the name of the game. And yes, it is inspired by the Reddit forum. So here's how we do it. I'll say something like, am I the asshole for, and give you a situation where I could be in the wrong. And then you will tell me from your character's perspective and voice, or as yourself, whether or not I am in the wrong and why I'm in the wrong. When I say my statement, I am not going to be elaborating any further. This is for the best. It's going to show you which topics your character gets worked up about, is curious about, and which follow-up questions they choose to ask, if they do even ask follow-up questions. Maybe they're not like that. So the first one is, am I the asshole for sabotaging my little brother's food on purpose? And now you tell me, am I? Or am I not? And insert your follow-up question here if you have one, but keep it quick. It's not going to be an inquisition, okay? So am I? Okay. I will be using AITA instead of the full phrase from here on out, okay? So, AITA for stealing ducks from little children. Am I, TA? Fair enough. AITA for not making it known that I understand Spanish to my girlfriend's family when they talked about me. AITA. Tú hablas español. Bien. AITA for leaving this guy in a labyrinth. Am I? Is it okay to leave him in the labyrinth? Alright. AITA for feeding my boyfriend dinner with animal products, even though he's vegan. Am I? DA. Is that okay to do? You wouldn't know, right? Good. AITA for not saying anything about the underwear. Just didn't say anything about it. AITA. my sister bring her service dog to the wedding. AITA for not inviting my significant other on summer vacation. MITA. Is that okay? AITA. AITA for not wanting my son to be named John Doe. MITA. John Doe doesn't have that ring to it. What do you think? AITA for wearing a wedding dress at the wedding. AITA. AITA for making my friends eat at another restaurant. For making them eat somewhere else. AITA for saying his mustache makes him look like a creep. There. It looked creepy. You should have seen it. AITA for showing my dad how he behaves every day when he gets home from work. Okay. AITA for leaving my babies inside by themselves. MITA. MITA. What do you think? AITA for not wanting a ring my fiance gave to another girl. AITA. What do you think? Is that grounds for TA? Is that grounds for A? Nice. Alright, okay. Well, I think that clears some things up, doesn't it? Now that you know where you stand, it's time to take your place. I'm going to share a scene with you. And for 1 minute, I will time it. You are going to react to that scene from your character's perspective. Written responses are highly encouraged. When the minute is up, you are going to repeat the exercise again, only this time from the perspective of a different character in your story. Or if you're doing this as yourself, pick someone in your life and imagine seeing that same scene through their eyes. Notice the differences when you're doing this in voice and perspective. Here's the first scene. Your grandmother just died, and your family is going through some old boxes of hers. You find a silver-backed hand mirror and discover you have no reflection in it. What do you see in this scene? What do you notice? How do you feel? Where does it take you? Writing about the scene from the perspective of your character or yourself. The timer starts now. Time's up. Now we're going to repeat that scene, but you are going to see it through the eyes of a different character in your story, or through the eyes of someone else that you know. So again, your grandmother just died, and your family is going through some old boxes of hers. You find a silver-backed hand mirror and discover you have no reflection in it. The timer starts now for your different perspective. Time's up. New scene. And the scene is, you are visiting a friend's house for the first time. They tell you they will leave the door unlocked for you for when you arrive, but when you get there, you mistakenly entered the wrong house. The timer starts now. Time's up. Now let's switch perspectives to a different character in your story, or to someone else in your life. And let's see the scene through their eyes. Again, you are visiting a friend's house for the first time. They tell you that they will leave the door unlocked for when you get there. But when you arrive, you mistakenly enter the wrong house. Timer starts now. Time's up. Nice work. Next scene. You are in an interrogation room. A man walks in and throws a bunch of photos on the table in front of you. The photos are old and were taken at different points in history. You're in each one. He demands to know who you are. Time's up. Switching perspectives now to a different character or a different person in your life. And the scene again is you're in an interrogation room. A man walks in and throws a bunch of photos on the table in front of you. The photos are old and were taken at different points in history. You are in each one. He demands to know who you are. Now begin piecing together your perspective. Time's up. Next scene. Something's moving in the bushes. The timer starts now. Time's up. Now, taking on a different perspective in the same scene. And the scene again is something's moving in the bushes. The timer for your different perspective starts now. Time's up. You're doing phenomenal. And for our final scene of this exercise, everyone has a shoulder angel and a shoulder demon. This is their subconscious, physically manifested, and it is often consulted for decision making. One morning, you wake up to your demon shaking you, yelling that your angel has been kidnapped and you have to rescue them for the sake of balance. The timer starts now. Time's up. Switching perspectives now to a different character or another person in your life. And the scene again is everyone has a shoulder angel and a demon angel. This is their subconscious, physically manifested, and it's often consulted for decision making. One morning, you wake up to your demon shaking you, yelling that your angel has been kidnapped, and you have to rescue them for the sake of balance. The timer starts now. Time's up. How fun was that? Almost as fun as getting sensory. I will state an object, a place, maybe even get a little abstract and name an emotion. And you are going to tell me how your character or you experiences it through each of the 5 senses. Are you ready? The first one is feast. What do you see at a feast? What do you smell at a feast? What do you smell at a feast? What do you hear at a feast? What do you taste at a feast? What do you touch at a feast? How about a subway station? What do you see at a subway station? What do you smell in a subway station? What do you hear in a subway station? What do you taste in a subway station? What do you touch in a subway station? Let's try a surprise. What do you see when you see a surprise? What do you smell when you smell a surprise? What do you hear when you hear a surprise? What do you taste when you taste a surprise? What do you touch when you touch a surprise? What about a glitch? Glitch, glitch, glitch. What about a glitch? What do you see when you see a glitch? What do you smell when you smell a glitch? What do you hear when you hear a glitch? What do you taste when you taste a glitch? What do you touch when you touch a glitch? Let's try liberation. What do you see when you see liberation? What do you smell when you smell liberation? What do you hear when you hear liberation? What do you taste when you taste liberation? What do you touch when you touch liberation? And a bird. What do you see when you see a bird? What do you smell when you smell a bird? What do you hear when you hear a bird? What do you taste when you taste a bird? What do you touch when you touch a bird? Now, joy. What do you see when you see joy? What do you smell when you smell joy? What do you hear when you hear joy? What do you taste when you taste joy? when you touch joy. And an orange liquid. What do you see when you see an orange liquid? What do you smell when you smell an orange liquid? What do you hear when you hear an orange liquid? What do you taste when you taste an orange liquid? What do you touch when you touch an orange liquid? Now that we've experienced sensory overload, we are going to swing to the other side and do our time in solitary confinement. Imagine you are locked in an empty room by yourself. You choose the amount of time you're expected to stay in this room. It can be several hours, days, weeks, years. The choice is yours. Take a moment now and decide, how long are you in this room for? The entire time you're in this room, you are alone. No entertainment, no communication with the outside world. Just you and the inner workings of your mind. What are you doing in this room to fill the time? Take a moment to see it now. What thoughts run through your mind when there's nothing to distract you? Do you miss anyone? Are you ruminating over something that happened in the past? Are you thinking about the future? Are you craving anything in particular? How you respond to confinement reveals everything about your deepest worries, hopes, fears, and regrets. It shows what you prioritize and where your mind wanders when it goes. Observe an extended period of time pass now as you remain in the room. In what ways do you change as time goes on? Do you grow more restless, or do you become introspective? The time has come now for you to exit the room. Please make your way to the door. How do you exit? What is the first thought you have once you leave? When you reflect on the experience, how does it make you feel? Well, you're free now. And that's that for the character development games. A deviation from the standardized questionnaires that we've grown so used to. Please let me know how you liked it, if you found it helpful and fun. I had a lot of fun creating it. I would love to read how your characters responded to this, or how you responded to this. I really enjoy it. As always, thanks for participating.